Welcome to the Halloween special Dirt Shed show where it's all going off in here. We've got rubber items from joke shops that have made it totally Halloween authentic. And of course, we're going to have all the usual stuff like
bike vault, hacks and bodges, pin the trail, pin the trail from finale.
And some tech of the week and all the other news from the mountain bike world this week.
Let's get to it!
the Dirt Shed show!
Yeah!
I was thinking, Halloween, it's scary, it's weird. Martin, what's the scariest or weirdest thing that's ever happened to you on the bike?
I've done both. I've done some scary and weird. I think the scariest thing is I rode over a bridge once in Bristol for a road bike party video, and it definitely had a moment where I was like, if I get this wrong or the wind blows, I'm going to die.
Or you chain snaps.
And that is scary. I hadn't thought of that. Oh, it's made my heart go a little bit.
Neil likes a good chain snap story,
yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
I've heard a few of them.
Yeah, and what about you?
I guess scary is like doing big jumps or drop-offs. I remember one, riding in Spain for a photo shoot actually, and G had built this massive drop-off jetton. It was just after we come back from Rampage, and I was so worried about the drop-off that I actually crashed before I got there. I fell off a cliff and broke my hand.
Oh, that's sort of tragically funny. What about you, Scott? Anything scary or weird?
The scariest one that's happened to me is I was riding along a cliff edge and I came in quite fast and my front brake got caught on a tree branch, pitched me over the handlebars. The bike was draping just off the cliff edge and my feet were dangling there as well. That was pretty damn scary.
Lucky you got big hands.
Yeah, they were just... I think the hair saved me actually.
Well, it would be good to know actually, while we're talking about it, what is scary or weird in your world of mountain biking. So let us know in the comments section below.
Or they could send in a video too.
Oh, a video of your scary or weird would be amazing.
Superb.
Now, it is Halloween, and that does mean that the Dirt Shed Show rat is 1 year old.
Wow.
Which is pretty spectacular, but we discovered that he hasn't got a name last week.
By the way, careful how you hold him because he can bite if you hold him by the tail.
Yeah. Can he?
Yeah.
No, but surely his mouth's at the other end. You said I'd be safe. Don't go near him. But what we've got to do is name him on his first birthday, Scotty. So,
well,
what are your
favourites?
favourites?
The first one comes from Norton Robbie and he says, name the rat, and it's Ratchet.
Ratchet. Get it? Ratchet.
Yeah, I kind of like it,
Yeah.
kind of like it.
Neil?
Somebody else suggested Sally, because it might be a girl rat.
Ah, no, we haven't sexed him, so we're not sure if he's a girl or a boy.
What's that little thing?
I don't think we should get into it. But the overwhelming majority of you, and I think predictably, because it's just the right name, went with Josh, as in Josh Bryceland, World Cup champion from last year or year before?
Year before.
Yeah, who's obviously named...
Oh my god!
Let's see if he can flatland this bridge without snapping his foot off. Fine.
It's Rat Boy.
The caption contest.
And I'm going to start with this one from Matt and his bike, who says, when Scotty finally gets some peace and quiet. Yeah, it's probably true.
Truth in that.
Yeah.
But Ivan Parika read my mind when he said, prank time, boys.
Wasn't it, was it? Sneaky B is the winner with When Neil Tries Listening to Scotty's Mixtape. Boring.
Right, and let's have a look at this week's photo.
In some industry news, Whistler and Giant Bikes have split up. They've been sponsored by Giant for the last 5 years. Who knows what that means?
Yeah, it's surprising really. I mean, there's so many opportunities as well at Whistler Bike Park, and we heard earlier in the season that they're actually bought by Vail. So there's a lot of things going on obviously in the background that no one really knows, but does this mean more jumps on A-line, bigger crabapple hits, or just more riding time? We'll have to wait and find out, I guess.
Ooh, I reckon they've got a new bike brand interested. And I think you're right though, it's going to end up meaning some really new parts of the course being
After being there this year, what would you like to see, Neil?
Bigger bars, faster waitress service.
all the important stuff.
Fails and bails, and this week I'm actually going to kick it off with some of my own fails from a trip that I was on in North America. And these, well, they're not too bad, they were just fails.
They're just fails, but it just goes to show that everyone has to fail now and again, even if you're as good as you.
Roll VT.
Wow, I didn't know you could fall off. That's amazing. It's good to know actually, but it's got me in the mood, Neil, for some more fails and bails.
Let's see it.
So let's see what you've been up to. comments this week, and I don't think we're going to call this top comments because they're all just slagging off my beard. What you got?
First Rob Warner.
First Rob Warner. And now I look
JD
like...
Walter is saying, I just realised Martin is sporting a reverse Dan.
I don't know what you mean.
And then Marcel van Ossenburgen is saying, first the beard, now the hair. Oh my God, Martin is becoming Dan Lloyd.
Wow. Dan Lloyd was a very successful road rider, and I do not mind being a.
And Jose Castello says, looks like Lloydie took Martin to his stylist.
I'll tell you what, Dan Lloyd is one of my heroes. He taught me how to back hop. From this video, I learned how to do it. Dying, 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 dying. He's good at back hops on road bikes. Is he? Yeah. I've got no problem with it. I think it's a cracking beard. You should see our cameraman's beard. Oh my God, it's amazing.
Let's take a look at this week's progression sessions.
Yeah, and the first one is from Mason Smith. And then guys, this guy is determined. This literally is the perfect example of progression session. You just never give up. Look at him coming through, smack, smack.
It takes a few tumbles, doesn't he?
More than a few, Neil.
Cheers, Mason, love the video. The next one is from Oliver Woodcock. He's actually sent us a couple of videos, one of him wheeling, pretty good skills, and one of this one riding this place called Watchmore Bike Park, and this looks really good fun.
Yeah, it does look like he's having a good time, doesn't it? Thanks, Ollie. It looks like your skills are really coming on, and thanks for sending it in. Keep your progression session candidate videos coming into dirtshed@gmbn.com. It's got me in the mood for some viewer edits.
Yeah,
Neil,
that's what we got.
what we're starting with.
The first one is coming from Northern Ireland, and it's Harry Thompson with his friends Andrew and Peter Molloy.
Let's have a look. Oh, it's a mates riding video.
Dusty as well.
They're all out having a great time.
Looms out.
This is what mountain biking is to me.
I was
Going
just
out
about to
with
say
mates.
that, yeah.
This
Three of
is
them
it.
riding together.
Yeah.
It's always fun, isn't it? Laughing at each other. Yeah.
Thanks, Harry. Now, I've got one from Squamish now, which is pretty sweet, and I actually went riding there in the summer. So let's see what Ryder has got for us.
14 years old, put this cool little edit together.
Look at this one. Starts out with whack.
Drop.
It's cool, isn't it?
Slow-mo.
Oh, look at the loam.
That's wicked.
Roofs
I bet he
cam.
was stoked on that shot when he got it.
The first thing we're looking at this week in Tech of the Week is this all-wheel drive fat bike. This is really interesting, mine. It's made by Christini. I've heard of them. They make all-wheel drive motocross bikes, actually. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, well, they're using this amazing system, like you said, that they brought over from motorbikes, and they want to help this lady get to the Antarctica.
Yeah.
She wants to ride
That's
her
pretty
bike
cool.
there. Yeah, she wants to ride her bike there. Be the first person to do it. She needs an all-wheel drive fat bike to do it, which she's going to use. But every bike they sell puts a little bit more money towards her project where she's going to ride to Antarctica. And I just thought it was really cool because I thought from the initial idea where I saw it on GoFundMe that it would Kickstarter, sorry, that it was going to be a bit crap. But it's not. It actually
So
works.
how much money does she need to go to Antarctica?
Well, she needs to get to 40 grand. At the moment, she's got 8,000. This is dollars.
Yeah.
So
So
if you
a fifth
get
of
on
the
there
way
now, fund her. They've got 25 days to go. We could get this lady to Antarctica.
That would be pretty sweet.
It would be
Tell
cool. And
you
this
what,
bikes are rad.
Do you remember as a kid growing up, you always wanted to have a custom bike? You wanted to change parts, make it look a little bit cooler, have the fanciest of kits. Well, now
Still do.
there is a dedicated website. And the best part is that you can go on, you can pretty much get any frame that you want. You can then pick your forks, your shock, your wheels, your tyres, every bike component, spec it all up, and they'll shop around for you and get you the very cheapest prices.
Wow.
That's a really good idea, isn't it? I've done this before. I've been guilty of going on to like Aston Martin or something like that, and building my dream cars, and they can do it with bikes.
Yep, it is shout outs, and I'm going to start with this one called Let It Out, LED It Out. It's really different. Lights on bikes, in the wheels, looks super cool. I loved it. Check it out.
And I'm going to throw to Mitch Ropelato and his steps to the top. It's all about Crankworx Whistler. He looked like he had an absolutely awesome time. He competed in so many different events, and he finally got on the podium at Pump Track.
My shout out is a little bit different this week. It's a retro crash video from a downhill race in 1993 in Kaprun, Austria.
Oh, let's have a look at
Were you there?
this.
Just look at how terrible mountain biking used to be.
Oh my God, look at these colours. Amazing.
Now this week I have got something extra special to give you guys, and
What are you
it's
doing
the
with that?
introduction
cleaning
of... What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
That's a brand new jersey that's just for sale.
Oh, it's nice. I was thinking how nice that was.
Look at that. Finally, you can buy the jerseys we ride in.
Yeah, £35. They'll be shipping at the start of December, so it's a perfect time to get for a Christmas gift perhaps. And they're doing a full range of sizes as well.
And they ship worldwide.
Whoop! And they're great for cleaning knives. Insta Bangers! I'm going to start this week off with Stu Thompson, obviously famous for making Danny Max videos. I don't think he gets the credit he deserved. He's a great follow on Instagram.
Also famous for getting a World Cup downhill podium.
Also famous for taking my ride on Royal Racing when I left.
Ooh, and also famous for riding motorcycle trials with this man here when he was a youngster.
He was actually one of my inspirations to get into downhill.
All those things add up to a really great person to get connected with on Instagram.
So make sure that you go and click follow.
Yes.
My Insta banger this week is Loic Bruni. You might follow him already, but I definitely think you should if you don't. He's obviously former world downhill champion, but he's also doing some pretty cool things. He's actually working an internship at Specialized Bikes, his sponsor. You don't see many full-time racers doing that sort of thing in the off-season.
Yeah, and he went out for a ride with them, lunchtime ride, and got smoked apparently.
I've heard those lunchtime road rides at Specialized are very, very fast.
Yeah, if anyone goes on a lunchtime road ride with Specialized, let us know just how hard they are. We would love to know, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
And my Instabanger this week goes to Evan Turpin. Check out this picture. So there's 3 of them out on a group ride. Some of them are struggling just a little bit. 7, it looks like inner tubes I think on this one, and he actually tows them all up the hill.
I've done that before.
What a nice guy.
That's wicked. The first hack and bodge this week is from Florian Trebauer. Now I am really impressed with this, guys, because he hasn't got the right tools, and to make it all work, he's trying to get his bottom bracket off. He's 3D printed.
This one is sick, I've got to say. I'm really impressed by that one. What an effort it's
What do you think, Neil?
It's definitely a hack. Yeah, impressive.
Yeah, it's impressive. 3D printing, and what's really cool is in the link in the description down below, he's put a link there for us all to go to where we can also 3D print the same bit that he made.
But you need a 3D printer.
You will need a 3D printer. That's in the terms and conditions, people. That's in the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
I made sure of that. What we got next?
The next hack comes from Mike Mills, and he's used some old bike tyres to make out his street address number on his outside the house.
Nice use of rubber. We've got to find some use for it. Blooming rubber, it's everywhere.
Recycling, yeah.
Recycle, reuse, reduce.
Yes. The last hack and bodge this week is from Ben Metcalf. Now I like this one because what he's done is he's used a goalpost that's in his garden as a bike hanger. Now I went on to a little, it's clever, but simple.
No, I was going to say we're on a recycling theme this week.
Well, yeah, that is a recycling, but what I thought I'd do is throw the recycling in the bin as an idea and go with this, where you could buy a very cheap goalpost from a toy shop, for instance, and a bag of sand, and make your own bike rack, just like this one. So totally using new products in the wrong way to make a bike hanger.
That's kind of a hack then.
Well, what it is not recycling. All right, it's not that good an idea.
It's the bike vaults. Let's get in there, boys.
Oh, come on, bring that in.
Right, the first one, I really like this. It's getting a super nice for me, straight from the off. It is a custom titanium hardtail. Custom Thai hardtails will always get a super nice from me.
Nice.
Elias Martinson, you have just started off with a super nice. Ooh.
This is...
What bike is that?
I can't tell what bike it is, but...
It kind of looks like a propane, maybe?
I don't know. It's in Mount Etna, I do know that, which is a volcano, and it's nice fun.
It looks like a bike that'd go nice and fast down the side of Mount Etna.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, nuke proof.
Brisbane. I like it. Do you reckon there are custom stickers on there?
Maybe, yeah.
To match the purple to his hub and the yellow to his grips.
Grips.
It's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Okay. Barry Brown, Torridon.
Yeah, I mean, for me, just the location, that is a super nice. Barry, that's one of my favourite spots. Nice ride in there.
Cool now. The bike's like really suits the riding a bit as well. 29.
Don't know about that.
Riding in the Malverns, not so far from us here.
Wow.
Oliver Rees.
We used to have a really famous festival in the UK that was at Malverns. Fantastic place.
I wonder if that is Mike Reese's brother, cousin, son.
It's not.
Whatever.
Could be. Could be. This could be a relative of the show.
Yeah.
And that's a Norco.
Nice.
Top of the hill. Ooh. This is from Pennsylvania, RJ Munko. It says, "You dudes rule. Keep the quality content coming." Cheers, RJ.
Yeah, I think those mushrooms look dangerous. You should move away quickly with his super nice.
Look at all the gnomes.
Get going.
Look at all the gnomes though.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it's all about.
Well, this guy, I think he deserves a super nice because he says you rock, Martin. So
Yeah, wow.
I'm basically giving him a super nice
This
right out
is
there.
Valparaiso, and this is Cottonwood Trails, Nevada.
God, that looks like hard riding there, doesn't it?
That looks hot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Blimey.
Hot and
super
dusty.
nice.
Peter K, this is Germany.
Where?
It's called the
In
Flow Valley.
I tell you what, it's up above the clouds. Look at that.
high.
There's snow there.
Canyon
Does he,
Drive.
does he get a super nice just for being so high up?
I think he's worked hard for that one, Peter.
Yeah.
Dishing them out this week.
Terrible, anyway.
Kathmandu, Nepal.
Too nice.
Look at the scenery. It's Kathmandu in the background.
Is that a Marin?
No, it's a giant, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's giant,
Yeah, Giant
giant.
Trans 3, 2016 model.
Oh,
Nice.
you know your giants, man.
Oh, and a Volt.
Oh!
Barrow.
Oh, just when you get into a flow with a bike vault, it ends, which I think's a fault. I think it should be like an hour long.
You always say that you get into a flow and then it ends.
Yeah, because I do. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. I want to stay in there. I'd stay in there all day if I could.
Keep sending your bike pictures to
Brilliant.
dirtshed@jmbn.com. We take a look at every single one, but they
We
can't
do
all
do
make
that.
it into the bike vault.
Trail the pin. Pin the trail, making a welcome return with this one from Andrew Bradford, who's in Queenstown in New Zealand. He's created a little bit of a mountain bike simulator game where you can go and try all the different trails at Skyline, which is a really nice
Pretty
touch.
sick.
Yeah,
So
you can-
where does that need to be pinned in?
that is in Queenstown, New Zealand. Go
I'll
for
just
it.
pin it with
Pin
this.
it in there.
There we go.
Boom.
Okay, so I'm going to throw it back to last week when Neil and I were in Finale in Liguri, and we have got to pin the trail for you, haven't we?
Yeah, this one was part of the Enduro World Series. Absolutely amazing. In fact, all the trails out there were so much fun. I want to go back there.
It was, and this is a kind of talkie cam down the trail. It's called Madonna until I got a flat tire.
Well, it's looking good. So let me just, where was it? Finale Liguri. Let me just pin that in the map.
Come on, your aim is terrible.
Coming up on the channel this week, tomorrow we've got a pro bike check with Thomas Jen on his Canyon Slopestyle bike. And then on Sunday, it's the epic ride from Finale.
That was a fun day. That was seriously fun.
That follows with Maintenance Monday. And then on Tuesday, we've got top 5 body position mistakes.
And on Wednesday, it's all about how to rail a turn. And on Thursday, it's a sort of interactive show where you guys can ask us questions about mountain biking in Ask GMBN.
And then on Friday, lads, we'll be back here. It's the Dirt Shed Show.
Well, another epic show done. And before you go, you probably want to remember that these GMBN jerseys that we've all been wearing in the videos, all you guys have been asking for, are now available. And before you go anywhere, go on and watch some more videos from GMBN. If you click somewhere just about here, you're going to get to the A-line ride along, where I've got 2 of the biggest squids out of Scotland with me to come down the course.
Click over here for the top 5 mountain bike skills you can practice in the street.
And of course, you're going to want to subscribe because you want to get a new video every single day of the week. So click the GMBN logo right here. You can do just that. Of course, there's only one thing left to do. Give us a thumbs up, like.
Go on.